Let's finish this.
I'm about to end this man's whole career.
What career?
But I'm not a rapper.
What career?
That's when she got angry, looked straight at me and said, "I don't need permission to take my baby." I told her he wasn't her baby.
Pow.
Hello there. Don't want to make anyone wait any longer, so real quick, welcome to Reddita, where we shamelessly ask you to subscribe and like the video if you enjoy it, and where we say to smash the bell and hate ourselves for it, while we go down an existential crisis mentally that slowly eats away at you day after day, video after video, late night of editing after late night of editing, until one day they find you on the roof barking at traffic with your underwear on your head, blasting "Turn down for what" from a speaker stuck in your, whoa, sorry, blacked out there for a second. Anyway, on with the video. Enjoy. Just no mother-in-law. My stepmom tried to walk out of my home with her baby and told me she doesn't need permission to leave with her baby. She married my dad when I was 15, and even though being 25 years age gap, she was more of an older sister and friend rather than a parent. We remained like this for a couple years and I looked up to her a lot. Then the trouble started. I had only been with my boyfriend for 2.5 years before I found out I was pregnant. Not only were we happy, but my in-laws and my dad was happy for us as well. My stepmom wasn't. The excuses started. I was too young. I wasn't married. This wasn't an environment for the baby to grow up in. She also wanted custody of our baby and wasn't happy when we told her we would be raising this baby. This went on for a while, until I went no contact with her. We were no contact with her for a month. That was when my dad fully spoke to her and let her know her actions and words need to be kept to themselves. We were adults, we could make our own decisions. She did apologize to us and promised to stop. We gave her another chance. She had never done this before, and she could have been afraid for us, but we told her we would be fine and always had. Things planned out. If things changed in a heartbeat. She seemed fine for a couple weeks, but then behind my back she was pushing my boyfriend to propose. By this point we were at the start of quarantine. His parents were stuck at our house as they couldn't fly home, and my boyfriend eventually decided that instead of telling me, went to his mom, who always wore the family engagement ring, and asked for it so he could propose. I caught him when mother-in-law accidentally let it slip. I sat my boyfriend down and told me that he knew we had discussed marriage before and both agreed we were happy with how things were in our relationship at the moment. He agreed but told me what my stepmom told him. I wasn't happy, and after talking to my dad she received a massive lecture from him. She called to apologize and to say she was just looking out for me. I told her thank you, but we were fine. I definitely kept my guard up after that. We had our son in August, and my dad and stepmom stood at the edge of our front porch while we stood by the front door so they could see him. My stepmom kept trying to come near the baby, which is where I would step back while my boyfriend would block her, while my dad grabbed my stepmom. She kept apologizing, saying she kept forgetting. But for a week after that she was constantly texting me every day, wanting to see the baby. My dad eventually made her stop after I told him. Over the weeks my stepmom became overly jealous she couldn't see my baby, while my mother-in-law saw him every day. Anytime we talked she asked about her baby and wanted visits or having him for the weekend. I told her no on both. We saw her on Christmas, she wanted to constantly hold him, even went into his nursery as he slept and tried to pick him up as he slept. We always saw this on the ministers and yelled up the stairs to her to leave him. This led to a fight and she left with my dad. I know they had a massive fight because dad told me her reaction was something he had never seen. She had a miscarriage before they met and her first marriage fell apart because of it. He thinks this has sparked up old memories for her. He promised to get her some help the moment he got back from his work trip. My boyfriend works with my dad, so he left too. I've been mostly alone with the baby all week. Yesterday my stepmom wanted to come by to pick up something. I left her alone to get what she needed from my garage. I left my office door open while I worked and could see the baby, who was on the floor in the living area. My stepmom was taking forever, so I went to check on her. She wasn't out by her car, so I took the baby and looked around the house for her. I found her in my son's nursery packing up some of his clothes. I asked her what she was doing, and she told me she was taking the baby for a couple days. I told her she didn't ask for permission, nor was she taking him. That's when she got angry, looked straight at me and said, "I don't need permission to take my baby." I told her he wasn't her baby and she needed to leave, or else I'd call the police. She continued to pack and ignored me. So I went to grab my phone. She then followed me down the stairs screaming at me she was leaving, but tried to grab my baby in the process. When he realized she wasn't going to get him, she screamed at me saying she only wanted to kiss him goodbye before leaving. I told both my boyfriend and dad, and I know things didn't go well for her and my dad, because she's now telling me that if I hadn't gotten pregnant it wouldn't be causing problems in her marriage. Whoa, you made it to the end? Nice. If you liked it, don't forget to subscribe and like. I'm a new channel, and it helps a lot more than you think. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.